everyone. Today I am going to demonstrate CRUD operations on MongoDB. MongoDB is a free open source cross-platform document-oriented database that provides high performance, high availability and easy scalability. It is also classified as a NoSQL database. Today I am going to teach you how to create and manipulate database in MongoDB. This is actually a basic tutorial to get familiar with MongoDB database. Okay, so turn over to my computer screen. So over here on my computer system, first we will see the relationship of RDBMS terminology with MongoDB. The terminology used in RDBMS are generally database. So in MongoDB for database, the database same terminology is used. For table in RDBMS, similar type of terminology which is used in a MongoDB is collection. For tuples and row, there is document. For column, there is field. For table join, here in MongoDB it is considered as embedded documents. Primary key terminology is same in a MongoDB. MongoDB supports the default key which is _ID and it is provided by the MongoDB itself. Database server and client terminology. So in Oracle, the database is generally Oracle, and in MySQL it is MySQL LD. In MongoDB it is MongoD, and the client which is generally used in MySQL is MySQL, and in Oracle is SQL Plus. But in MongoDB the client is Mongo. Now let's start with our demonstration. For running a MongoDB, you have to download MongoDB software from the www.mongodb.org site. As I said that it is open source and it is free, so you can easily download it and install it. Once you install it, you have to run the server of MongoDB. So for this, you have to run the command prompt. Okay, run the command prompt as administrator. For running the server, you have to specify the path of the MongoD server. To specify that path here, so cd, and first we will take that path and place store here. Now you are in a bin folder. Now you have to run a server. So for running a server, you have to use the command MongoD. Okay, and you have to specify the path of folder where all the stuff regarding to the database that you are going to create, all the data are going to be stored. So that data folder you have to explicitly create just after the installation of your MongoDB. So you have to create the folder in C drive, program files, MongoDB. So immediately within a MongoDB folder, you have to create an empty data folder once you finish your installation. And then in this db --db path of attribute, you have to specify the path of data folder. Okay, so just copy this data folder address and put it over here. Now your server is in a running mode. So open the another command prompt. Run as an administrator. Here we have to run the client program. So again you have to specify the path of bin folder. Okay, now you are in a bin folder. Here simply you have to run the command mongo. So it will run your client. Okay, so now client is running and by default you are connected to the test database. Okay, so here you can use the command show dbs to see how many databases are created in my MongoDB. Okay, so you can see here that local, Poonam and test. These are the three databases which are created. So test is a default database which is given by the MongoDB. So you can create your collections in the test database always. Also, but the Poonam is a database which I have created. So now to create a database, you can use the command use and the name of database. So I am creating the new database. So with the name new DB. Okay. So now new DB database is created. So use command is used to create a new database in a MongoDB. Also it is used to switch to the respective database. Okay, so I am now switched to the database new DB. Now if you want to see whether I am currently in which database I am currently there, so you can just write a command DB and it is showing new DB, means I am currently in a new DB database. Now here you can create a collection in a database. So collection is similar to your table in a relational database system. So how to create a collection? So for creating, I have already created that commands and stored in my one file. So for reducing the time, I am directly using that command. Create collection in bracket. You have to specify the name of collection. So here I am specifying my collection as a name. Oh, it is case sensitive. Okay, so now the collection is created with the command create collection. You can insert a number of documents inside this collection. So for inserting a document, you can write a command like db.mycollection.insert. Okay, and within the insert function you can specify the document. Okay, so this document terminology which is used in RDBMS for this document is record. Okay, the same way that you insert a record in a table, you have to insert a document in a MongoDB database. So for inserting document in a MongoDB database, you have to use the insert method of my collection. Okay, so my collection.insert method. So this will insert the document. Now this document consists of 3 fields. So title field, and all these fields are specified as a key value pair. So title is considered as a key and its value is MongoDB overview. Another field of this document is tags and it includes more than one value. So 3 values corresponds to the tags key. So that's why it is specified as an array of the values, and that's why it is specified in a square bracket. Then the third field is likes and its value is 100. Okay, so the document is always inserted within a curly bracket. Okay, so the one document I'm going to insert in a my collection. Okay, so it's showing that it is successfully inserted one document in a my collection. Okay, now if we want to see whether this document is successfully inserted in a collection or not, so for this, to retrieve a document from the collection, you can use the find command. So how can you use the find command? So the find command is db dot, again you have to specify db dot my collection dot, you have to specify the name of the collection, then dot find method. Okay, so it will retrieve the documents from the my collection and it will display it. So now I have only inserted one document in a my collection, that's why it is showing only one document, but it is not enough, it is not displaying it in a formatted manner. So if you want to beautify the output, then you can combine the pretty command along with the find command. So you can write db dot my collection dot find and associate it with the pretty command. So pretty command beautifies the output. Okay, so now you can see the output in a formatted manner. So it will showing all the fields as a key value pair, and all the fields are placed on a new line. So this is the job of the pretty command. It formats your output. Okay, now you can see the extra field here with the name as underscore id, and its value is a hexadecimal number. So this underscore id is system generated key, okay, which is used to uniquely identify each document from the other document in that collection. Okay, so it can be considered as a primary key, and it is generated by system. Okay, so now next we will now I am going to insert another document. Okay, so db.mycollection.insert, and I'm going to insert another documents where there are only three fields again. The title is Silverlight Overview, tags are Java and DBMS, JDBC, and likes are 200. So here I am storing the information of books in my collection. Okay, so the record which we have inserted previously is displays the information of book MongoDB overview. Okay, and now I am inserting the information of the second book whose title is Silverlight Overview, whose tags are Java and JDBC, and likes are 200. So in this way now I have inserted two documents in my collection. Now let us see the another query. Now you can use the conditional selection for retrieving documents from the collection. And for that conditional selection, in RDBMS we use the where clause, and in a where clause you can specify the condition. Okay, for example, where by equals to tutorial point. If you want to retrieve the record from the table where the by column has a value tutorial point, then we can specify such a condition in a where clause in a RDBMS query. Similar type of conditional retrieval is possible in a MongoDB. So you have to make use of the find method. In a find method, you can specify the condition again in the form of the document. So for example, here the command is db.mycol is the name of the collection .find, and within a find you have to specify the parameter which shows the condition. So condition is specified again in a key value pair. So here I want to find a document where by field has value tutorial point. So I can specify it within a curly brace by colon tutorial point. And then for beautifying the output, I will associate it with the pretty command. Okay. In the similar way, you can write a conditional selection using the less than equal to greater than and greater than equal to operations. So how to use it in a MongoDB? So in a find command, you have to write the condition like this. Suppose I want to find the documents where likes are less than 50. I want to only retrieve the documents where likes are less than 50. So I can specify that condition, selection condition like this in curly bracket likes colon curly bracket $LT50. Okay, means it will only retrieve the documents where likes are less than 50. Okay, in similar way you can use less than equal to. For less than equal to you have to use $LTE. For greater than you have to use $GT. For greater than equal to you have to use $GTE, and for not equals to you can use $NE. So let us see the one of the example. Okay, so I am now displaying you the conditional selection on the documents which are stored in a collection. So here I want to retrieve only such a documents where likes are less than 150. Okay, so until now we have inserted 2 documents in our my collection. Okay, so where one of the documents where title is a MongoDB and likes are 100, and another documents that I have inserted is with title Silverlight Overview and likes are 200. Okay, so in the output of this command there should be one document where likes are 100 and its title is MongoDB Overview. Okay, so that's why I have written a query like db.mycollection.find likes colon curly bracket open $LT 150, means less than 150, like should be less than 150, and beautify this output using pretty command. Okay, so it is showing the output like this. So it has retrieved only one document which having the likes 100. Okay, because total documents available in my collection are only 2, and the other document is having likes 200, so that's why it is not retrieved, because it is not less than 150. So in this way you can apply the conditional search in a MongoDB using find command. Now next we will see the update command. If you want to update some data from the documents which are already stored in a collection, you can use the update command. So let us see how will you use this update command. So now here I am going to update likes as 500 where the title of the document is Silverlight Overview. Okay, so you can do this using the update command. So just call update command using the syntax like db.mycollection.update, and this update method takes 2 parameters. First parameter is used to reach to the particular document, so it will be used as a search condition. So you have to search the document where title is Silverlight Overview. Once you reach to that document, in the next parameter you have to specify what you want to update in that document. So that is provided using the $set key. Okay, now so you have to specify in a curly bracket $set what you want to set, that you have to place after this colon. So you want to set, again write it in a curly bracket, likes colon 500, means you want to set likes value as 500 in a $set. So this command will replace the previous value of likes in a Silverlight Overview document with the new value 500. So previously you can see the document Silverlight Overview has likes value as 200. Now this update command is going to update it with value 500. Okay, so it has successfully modified the document. So let us see whether our updations are correctly done or not. So you can check it by retrieving the documents from the my collection. So for retrieving the documents from the my collection, you have to use find command. So that's why I'm using db.mycollection.find.freet. Okay, so now here this find command will show all the documents which are available in my collection. So total two documents are available in my collection. So first is with the title MongoDB Overview and second is Silverlight Overview. So we have applied the updations in a document where title is Silverlight Overview. So we have replaced the previous value of likes in this document with the 500. So it is replaced, means the updations are successfully made. Okay. Now next command, we can remove the document. We can delete a particular document from the collection. So for this we can use remove command. Now I am going to delete the document where title is Silverlight Overview. So simply you have to write the command db.mycollection.remove. Okay. db.mycollection.remove, and within a bracket you have to specify the search condition to reach to that particular document, so that only that particular document will get deleted from the collection. So here I want to delete the document where title is Silverlight Overview. That's why I have specified it as a parameter. So just enter, and it is showing that one of the document is deleted from the my collection where title is Silverlight Overview. Now check whether it is successfully deleted or not. So again we retrieve all the documents from the my collection to check whether that document is get deleted or not. So now I have used the find command, so it is showing only one document available there. So the document with the title Silverlight Overview is successfully deleted. Now you can apply the another method for retrieving the data in a sorted manner. Okay, so if your application wants to retrieve the documents in a sorted manner, then you can apply that sorting using your sort method in a MongoDB. So let us see how to do it. So simply e.mycollection.find.sort. Okay, now you are going to retrieve the records from the document, and whatever the result of this find function, okay, that you want to sort. Okay, so that's why first you have to call the find method, and then you have to associate this find method with the sort method for applying the sorting. The sort method will take one parameter, so that will represent with which field you want to apply the sorting. So I want to sort the documents according to the title, and what should be the order that you have to specify after this colon. So here I want to sort all the documents in a descending orders. That's why I have specified -1. If you want to sort the documents according to ascending order, then you can write here +1. Okay, so now I am writing this query. Oh, there is only one records, that's why you cannot see the specific output of this sort command. So for this I am going to insert the record that I have deleted previously, so that you can clearly see how the sort command works. So I have inserted the another record in a my collection. Now there are two records in a my collection. Now you can see you can apply the sorting. Okay, so I am using this sort command again, db.mycollection.find.sort title -1 means I want to sort it all the documents according to the title in a descending order. Okay, see, so it is available in a descending order. Documents are sorted according to title. So this first document title is Silverlight Overview. So title value is string, so it is sorted it alphabetically. So in a descending order, this S will comes before the M, so that's why it's showing the document Silverlight Overview at the first position, and then it is showing the MongoDB overview. Okay, if you want it in a ascending order, then simply you have to change here, simply make this -1 as a +1, and then it will sort it in a ascending order. Okay, now let us see the difference. Now it in a ascending order, so M, according to the ascending order, M comes before S, so that's why this document is displayed at the first position. Okay, so these are the simple CRUD operations that you can apply on a MongoDB. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, just click on the thumbs ups which is displayed below and subscribe my channel.